Hello, Insomniacs. I'm Kurious Cyclopes.
And I'm Steve.
And right now I'm going to have to crack open a cold one with my boy. Even though
I'm not there yet.
He didn't finish it yet, but I drink these quick.
Wah, wah.
So, today we actually are going to talk about a newer, definitely a horror-esque television show. But technically, it's not even a television show, right? It's a Netflix series.
Yeah.
So, Steve, give us a little hint about what we're going to be talking about today.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's like a little,
all right, so we got
Stranger Things?
Oh, okay, so we got a South Park Stranger Things t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's actually a really, really cool t-shirt. Steve is way more informed on this because he saw it more times than I did. But just to get it out of the way, when I first heard that there was this new show on Netflix that was supposed to be horror-esque, I was like, oh, okay, I'll check it out. It's going to suck fucking ass, especially because it's a Netflix original thing. Because, I never saw a Netflix original that really impressed me.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, Netflix original didn't really hold as much weight behind it as it does now.
But, obviously now with some of their shows, it's getting more notable. But, so, me and my girlfriend checked out the first episode. I was fucking glued right away. Not only did I feel like there was camaraderie between the kids like you would see in Monster Squad or Stand By Me, but the monster, you don't see much of it in the first episode, but holy shit did it scare me, especially when the boy ran away home and he had to hide in the shed. But you know what? I'm going to let Steve really front this. So, Steve, tell us about Stranger Things.
Well, I got to say I had the same reaction you did when you first heard about it. I think my dad showed me a trailer, and I watched it. It looked more like it's just this missing kid, like, crime drama sort of thing, and crazy-ass Winona Ryder's in it, and fucking, I was like, who cares, but I'll check it out, I guess, and that was the same way, man. Episode 1, like, you get roped right in, like, right away with the whole monster attacking the guy trying to run out of the facility, so you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, I didn't expect this in the show. And then you get to the kids playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they're little nerds and stuff. And of course, I love like little nerdy friend characters. I love like when they're riding their bikes home and the kids race, and the dude's like, "I'll race you for one of your comics," and he's like, "Oh, I want your X-Men 134." Which, like...
Yeah, that's always charming to have, like, nerd culture kids.
I think that's kind of a little nod, because X-Men 134 was the introduction of Dark Phoenix, the Jean Grey character.
What?
So I think that was like,
I am the Dark Phoenix, yeah.
Like, 11 is going to be, like, the telepath sort of character, similar to her.
I didn't even catch that little reference there.
Yeah.
Something I really appreciated is how they were playing a tabletop board game, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. So I feel like they did a good job putting you in that scenery of the time period.
It's such a love letter to like the 80s. That's probably one of the greatest things about the show.
I mean, if I had to put one famous name to it, I would say most people said it felt like a Spielberg production.
Yeah.
Even though it pulled things from like even Stephen King and all kinds of other shit.
Yeah. It blows me away when like relatively unknown people, like I'd never heard of the Duffer Brothers before, and then they just come out and make this. And
I didn't know about anyone involved in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize Winona Ryder was Winona Ryder because she looks so fucked up in this goddamn show.
It's hard not to like sympathize with her throughout the show.
Oh my god, yeah.
She's a little batshit, but like...
Yeah, one of the probably most tragic things that can happen to someone is losing their kid.
Oh, for sure.
Especially not knowing if they're fucking alive or dead. Like, missing might be the worst. I mean, Jesus, because you don't know. And holy shit, her breakdown in that show where everyone straight up thinks she's nuts. Man, she was convincing.
I think they do a good job of even trying to convince you as an audience member for a while, like, maybe this bitch has just lost her mind.
Maybe she's hallucinating.
Right,
yeah.
like, because even with the lights flashing and stuff, you don't know why it's happening, because at that point, we know nothing about the Upside Down, so you're just kind of watching it going, like, is this bitch crazy? Like...
Dude, do you know what was almost a tear-jerking relief moment for me?
What's that?
When she finally hears her son speaking to her through the wall. Yeah. Like through that it's not like a portal, but there's almost like a window there to the Upside Down, and she finally knows that her son is still out there somewhere. Yeah. But like now she knows that she's not crazy, because she was even doubting herself at that point.
Right.
But she finally felt the relief. And I forget how her son got convinced. Her other son got convinced that like all this crazy shit was happening because he didn't. He thought his mom was crazy at first until.
Yeah.
I think it might have been the scene in the woods where that girl got taken. Was that when he first started to believe it?
Well, it was when Nancy, the sister of Mike, went to him with the picture that she ripped up of Barb on the pool.
That's right.
And the Demogorgon was off on the side of the picture.
And he was like, okay, something's not right in this picture.
And they like enhanced it and brought up just a picture of the Demogorgon.
Wow.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you even figure out the name of that fucking thing?
Demogorgon.
Demogorgon.
I think that's just the name that it's been called because that's like the monster that they call out when they're playing Dungeons and Dragons in the first scene.
Oh my god, okay.
So I think that's just what they've called this monster.
I mean, it makes me think of Demon and Gorgon.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes sense because a Gorgon is what Medusa from Greek mythology was, and she had, appendages of snakes coming off her head, and this Demogorgon, it almost has like a Venus flytrap appendages on the top of his head. So, Demogorgon, definitely a cool name.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, overall, I was super impressed with it, and a lot of shows that if they get your interest at first, usually they let you down later, but it had me hooked the whole fucking time from
I
the
feel
beginning
like
to the end.
it just got better like as the season went on, and the more you started to figure out, like I think from the moment that all the characters start to kind of get on board and believe that Will isn't actually dead, and then you see the police chief Hopper go and cut open that body and there's like cotton inside of it.
Guys, that was probably one of the most shocking moments I've ever seen in a movie or a TV show. Fucking watch Stranger Things, seriously.
Oh yeah.
You should. Me and Chrissy were we had beyond chills because dude, when I saw the body, I thought like shit, like
oh yeah, it looked just like him.
Yeah, I said like, wow, this boy actually did die, but maybe his spirit is stuck in the upside down. But no, the cops were behind it. They had a stuffed fucking corpse,
and
that disturbed me, dude.
Thank God for like Netflix and shows that you can just binge watch too. Because if I were watching that on regular TV. And they had like stopped at that, and then they're like, "Find out what happens next week." Yeah, I would have died.
Yeah. But so for something new that's horror-esque for a show, goddamn, blew me away. In fact, I cannot wait for the goddamn second season.
Oh yeah.
You and I saw the trailer, and it says like what October.
It's Halloween Day.
Okay, Halloween Day
drops on
this year. And the trailer, I don't remember too much. All I remember is. They show you a landscape shot, and there's a goddamn gigantic monster, almost kaiju style, just in the clouds during a thunderstorm, and the boy's looking up like, oh my god.
I think the thing that I'm least looking forward to in season 2, and maybe this is gonna like bum people out or whatever. But honestly, I'm on team, like, fuck Barb. Like, I don't care what happened to her.
Are they supposed to do something
they're
with Barb?
Apparently supposed to bring... Because she's still out there somewhere. But it's like, why? Like, who can... I get that everybody was like, but what happened to Barb?
Didn't they kind of find her remains? Or
I thought so.
I thought they at least found bloody possessions or something that burned her in the Upside Down.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Right? Didn't Eleven find it when she was looking for the kid? And I could have sworn they were like, oh my god, there's Barb stuff.
Not sure.
You know what's funny though? I've seen so many funny memes of Barb. I like emo memes of her sitting alone at the pool. Like, it's pretty funny.
She was just like the square character. Like
don't drink that beer. Don't have a good time.
And then have you seen all the Domino's commercials with the kid who played Steve that they're doing like Ferris Bueller kind of plays?
No.
Those just worry me because now I'm like, this is going to give them a reason to remake Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and fucking don't do that.
So yeah, we're excited for the new season of Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
Highly, highly recommended. I usually don't like anything modern, especially if it's a show series, but definitely check out Stranger Things. Freaking awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, we're talking a lot of horror, but like this show has so much heart and like comedy behind it. Like that kid Dustin is like one of the funniest characters.
Dude, even the parts that aren't horror, it still will have you hooked.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's like drama between the kids fighting or a sci-fi aspect of like Eleven's telekinesis.
Right.
It's all good. It's all good.
How fucking cool is it? Like, how'd you feel in that scene? I think it was like episode 7 where they're on the run from all the people on their bikes, and she fucking flips that van over them. Like,
I literally thought what was gonna happen was 11 was gonna use her powers to make them levitate on their bikes, like ET status. And guess what? I think they knew that we were gonna think that. So guess what? They made the opposite happen.
Oh yeah.
Instead of 11 making them levitate, she made the cop levitate. She flipped over that fucking cop car. And she like blocked the road from them going.
So
dude,
cool.
Yeah, 11's badass.
Like that scene in an episode or two before that where the kids were trying to make Mike jump off of that like cliff or whatever.
Oh my!
And she like pulled him all the way back up.
Dude, I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like a tragic.
that was like one of my favorite lines from that Dustin kid in that episode where the kids start running away and he's like, "She's our friend and she's crazy.
She's crazy. Don't fuck with us." And you know, I thought it was kind of cool how they ended the season with the cop leaving that little waffle on the rock or whatever.
Just so you know, the 11's still out there.
Yeah, like, oh, maybe she'll find it and upside down, or I don't even know.
Yeah,
whatever.
But now we need to know what's going on with Will and why he's like coughing up slugs and shit.
Yeah, dude, that like when he looked in the mirror, he had a quick glimpse of still being in the upside down.
Yeah.
So it seems like he's gonna be in between it, maybe. Like,
right.
Like, why isn't he fully out yet? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And Barb, when she comes back, is she gonna be evil Barb without people realizing it? Who fucking knows?
At least that could finally make her an interesting character.
Yeah, right. At least I'll kind of want to see it. Yeah, we want evil Barb, so
yeah,
give us.
Yeah, give us evil Barb.
But I mean, I guess I don't really have anything else to say about Stranger Things other than that it's awesome and I was really impressed.
Yeah, man. I mean, just if you haven't seen it, fucking go see it.
Plus, it's on Netflix,
amazing.
and everyone has Netflix
Yeah,
these days.
exactly.
So, dude, there's no reason to not at least check out the first episode.
Right. Stop watching fucking The Office for the millionth time like we all do.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like our background noise for working, but yeah, please check out Stranger Things.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to wrap up this video. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching Insomniacs, Kurious Cyclopes,
and Steve.
And this is Never Sleep Again TV. Comment, subscribe, and stay terrifying.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.